you doing today? Now, if you've never been here before, please get a tablet and pen. If you've been here before, get a tablet and pen, because you already know that anyway. My name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. I want to show you how to get to million to billion, because I did it. If I can do it, so can you. But again, it's through corporate structure 100%. So this is live. If you have a question, you can type it out, and I'll answer your question live as well. The goal is getting past go. I think most people are stuck. Unfortunately, that's what happens. So I'm going to tell you right up front, no pictures, no recording. There's the FBI rules and tools I'm going to give you too. From there, I want you to understand to accomplish goals. I don't have excuses, and I don't want you to have any as well. If you want to reach million to billion, you're going to have to work your tail off. You're going to fall down 1,000 times. You're going to get your asses kicked. You have to be tough enough to get there. Now, that's just me in 1981. Highest and fastest kick on planet Earth. Yes, white men do jump. Only stupid people say we don't. And I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I'll show you a couple things I obtained. Now, as we do this, I got a question to ask you. Do you want to be a millionaire? The answer should be no. Next, you would like to be a millionaire corporation. The answer should be yes, as we receive money, foundation and structure. Let's understand, without a foundation and a structure, you can't get where you want to go. And the problem with most people, probably you've been following what I call ducks and sheep. Let's teach you how to play the game to win. Now I want you to get a mirror. Today I'd like you to find a mirror. Why? Because I need you to look in it. I need you to put yourself in check. Your problem is you. That's your biggest problem. So I want you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. That's exactly what I wrote when I was 9.5 years old. See it, believe it, go get it. And that's what I do every day. So the next thing is, who's in charge? The ultimate goal. All right, God and you. That's how it works. Yes, there's a little typo there too. All right, guess what we get to do? See, you are who you think you are. We got to understand how to get there. The ultimate goal. So what are your goals today? Now, you probably have a goal list. If you're not, you need to start one anyway. The list of all the goodies. Here's the problem. Behind every goal, there are steps, rules, and tools. How are you going to get to the rules and tools unless you know how to play the game to win? So what are your goals? Now, I would like you to have your list, check it twice. We know you've been naughty and nice, but then I want you to focus on what you actually should do. Your goal should be $10,000 a month. It should be $50,000. It should be $100,000 a month. See, this is monthly income. When I wrote basically cash flow free up your time years ago, the ultimate goal is what needs to be done. All right, let's see. Mr. Reynolds, can I just get one-on-one coaching only with time with you? Yes, you can. But again, all you need to do is basically email me. That's what you want. And then you get coaching with me all the time. If I have an opening, right now I only coach 30 people a month at a time. And right now in my calendar, this is what I'm working on today with my coaching people. Okay, I only have one opening, and then I'm kind of sold out. So email me. Again, I'll give you the email address when we go through this as well. It is ray@racecredit.com. Now, the goal to me was $100,000 a month. Now understand, I go back when I was 17.5 years old. I had 22,000 payphones. That's what I had. I had 19 houses. Okay, they told me I couldn't get number 20, loan to value problem, and they couldn't believe I had 19. I transferred to my divisions of freedom of loan to value, and I got number 19, I got number 20, 21, and more. So understand how to play the game. So as we play this today, it's pretty simple. Let's understand this. I need you to look in that mirror and put yourself in check. You see, the problem you've got today is like how you create an opportunity. What did you do today, all right, or yesterday to make tomorrow even better? I think you're having the same rerun. I'd like you to write down a repo list for car, boat, house, apartment complex, duplex. There's a repo list that comes out every Monday at 6:12 in the morning. How about probate list? How about divorce list? How about bankruptcy list? How about we look at supply and vendor credit? See, I have made 29, all right, billionaires so far. I've made 32 million millionaire clients, and I've helped 50 million people so far. So you could actually play the game to win if you want to. From there, you need a corporation with divisions up to $1 million of credit, checkbook money, vendor supply money. If you do what you're told to do, usually after about a year and a half, you have about a $10 million company, 10 million bucks. I would tell you, don't think, just do. The more you think, the you kind of screwed up. Sorry. You got to look at your age. Are you 60, 70, 80? Are you 50, 40, 30, 20? See, the reality is, this is a picture I want you to take. Go ahead and go do this. Click. I've never wanted to run a business. I like to own the business and not run it. That's what I've done all my life to create millions and billions. So it's like if I were going to buy real estate today. I'm going to take corporate credit from the corporation because I get to write it all off. I'm going to buy properties for $100,000 or less, but I'm going to buy 3 at a time. I need my corp 3 divisions, and I'm going to basically what? $5,000 as a down payment. Pretty easy to do. From there, I'm going to have my $10,000, $100,000 a month. Then I'm going to go play with Texas and other states as well. What am I going to do? I'm going to duplicate this around all 50 states and have a little fun. Now in California, you can't find properties at $100,000. Maybe where? A shack. Reality is in other states, they have brand new ones for $100,000. But what do? Next, let's think about storage units. I've been investing in those forever because you have only a couple employees if you're lucky at that. So again, you can make a lot of money. If we look at Freddie Mac today, let's say we look at an apartment complex, and we're looking at the 8 one I just closed a week ago. I have 21 new ones I'm playing with right now. And I gather these just like credit cards and, having fun like, basically a baseball card. I've been gathering goodies like this all my life. Let's look at DSCR loans, up to 98%. All right, getting that property. Now that would be a Section A. Why? Because the government guarantees the rent. And that's what we get to do if we want to play. Next thing you got to think about is becoming the bank. See, at 21, I got tired of the flippity dippity doos. I got tired of the buyer being a liar, the agent, the broker, and that contractor. Oh my goodness, I hired the subcontractor, stands outside Home Depot. Ever since they signed that contract, they changed the deal, and they're trying to rip me off and cut all the corners they can. So I want you to think different ways to play, my way. Has to be a division process. You'll have some bad locations. It's like we look at the dry cleaner. I wrote books on that as well. See, the average dry cleaner doesn't even clean the clothes. It goes to a factory. When we get 3 locations, like I got my client, $63,000 a month. Is that okay? How about the laundromats? Okay, this one got $30,000 a month by the time we're done. And the way we get to play. How about Wendy's restaurants? Jack in the Box. How about gas stations? See, these have all been obtained through division process that you can own it, but not run it. It broke my heart when I lost my 22,000 payphones because they came out with these things littler. I had one of the original phones. It was like a brick in this phone on the top. It's like 45 pounds, ridiculous. But again, what replaced it was EV charging stations. California announced last week they are 1 million locations short. That means there are 1 million, these entities short of units. Why don't we go help them out? We can get grants on that too. We can make money. But again, I don't want to run it. I just want to own it. So your goal is up to you. Let's think about this today. Later on today, let someone drive you around your city. Because I believe when you drive, you have tunnel vision. How about you look at all the things on every street corner? The Wendy's, the storage units, the apartment complex, the gas station, the dry cleaning. Ask yourself a question. This time, look in the mirror. Why the hell don't you own these things? What's wrong with you? Somebody owns them. Why not you? See, there's the thing. You should own pieces of goodies. Getting the American dream, I call auto income. Now, if you need to find some locations, let me know. I have a team that actually does that as well. We'll find you 3 locations, let you make a decision, make some money if you want to. Once again, all right, all I can tell you is I accomplish goals, and white made you jump, but I got all my goodies. You want some goodies too? It's going to be up to you. Now, rags to riches, what can I say? I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't really want me. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell, the ultimate goal. Your journey today can begin with you if you want, as we play this game. Now, you got that tablet and pen ready to go? I want you to draw this. Come on, draw this. I want you to think, no matter what city or state you live in today, you watch banks file bankruptcy. You watch grocery stores in cities. Your problems, you watch things happen and go, what did they do? You didn't bother to look beyond the curtain. I want you to think about Bank of America that just announced it's shutting down another 400 locations. By the end of this year, it'll be over 8,000 locations. They take their main corporation, their parent company, they own branches, I'll call subsidiaries, they're corps owning corporations. Now, why do the banks need locations anymore? Well, they all got together in July 6, 2022, and they bought Zelle. See, when you went to the banks to cash your check or basically put some deposit in the bank account. So let's understand how they play it. I'd like you to draw the next one over here, okay? I created what's called a division process in 1985-86. Here's your corporation owning a division, all right, instead of basically being a corp and a corp. See, I have a problem with corporations. They basically they sue you because you're the Secretary of State's website. You're right on it. You're the duck and the sheep, by the way. So if we look at banks and grocery stores in cities, and we look at Geico, we look at basically Sam's Club, Walmart, all right, and in cities, what do we get to do? How did they file bankruptcy and stay in business? You see, your problem is you allowed yourself to be one. That's a lonely number. Let's write down, stop bringing the pain home. See, here's your problem. Your problem is you. You follow people like ducks and sheep. When we started your business, what did you do? Let's jack up my credit cards. Let's drop the score. Can't get any more. Let's hawk the house and be stupid. Well, that's what most of you did. See, the problem in this world, people are lazy, half of them. The other half, you have to learn how to play the game to win. So let's play today my way for a while, because I think your way kind of sucks. So becoming the certified CFO and never bringing the pain home. All right, we're going to look behind the curtain from now on. Got it? We're going to dissect it. Now, it was not easy for me as a little boy teaching myself how to read at 2.5 years old because I memorized the words. Mrs. Hope dropped me off the Redondo Beach Pier, 6:30 in the morning. First thing she did is roll down that window and say, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm leaving there to die. She was a she-devil from hell. By the way, I was 3.5 years old when she started to do that until I was 9.5 years old. So I didn't like being used and abused. But what did I do on the pier? I ran onto the pier. There was a light, kept warm. I was hungry, ate out of the trash can. I got caught the third day stealing off the pier. Ah! When he grabbed my hand, I thought he was going to throw me over the pier. I thought he was going to kill me. I'm just a little boy. But nobody gave a shit about me. I'm just in their way. He gave me a choice when he looked down at me. He says, hey, boy, all right, you can take out my trash or I'll call the police. Boy, you can take out my trash or I'll call the police. Let's see what I picked. See, on the Redondo Beach Pier, I looked at Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, in Rat Beach. They got money. I want my money. I had to figure out a way. So let's understand today. Your problem is you. When I was helping Ken Yarborough from TRW became Experian a long time ago, I wrote the rules and tools. You take your credit cards, you put the sticky. You write down the limit of the card, 25% utilization, 29%. The moment you go past 30%, you're on plop. You screwed yourself up. You dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. I want to help you create a line of defense. So these cards all fluctuate, but these don't. There's only two that don't fluctuate. These they don't go up and down like a yo-yo. If we take these cards in front of these cards and have an emergency, we can jack these up $1 million friggin' and not drop our score. So we can get some more. Your problem is your lack of knowledge, is your stupidity. You're not stupid, but you sure in the hell did stupid, didn't you? So let's play my way. TRW, Thomas Raymer Woolrich, Bicycle Parts, El Segundo, California, 96, became Experian. And what do? The report's wrong. I drew the first one of these years ago. I call it good, fair, or hell no. So I want you to maintain your 750 after I work my tail off for you. Is that okay? Now we're going to call it Ray's Rules. Ray's Rules and Tools. Learning to play. All right, here's Billy. I met Billy laying on the ground outside Bank of America at 4 o'clock in the morning one morning when I came out of the ATM machine. Billy had all this no credit at all. Ah! What did I do for Billy? I rebuilt him like I want to rebuild you. Kind of like Humpty Dumpty. Take a picture of this page. Go ahead. Click, click, click. See, it's like Best Buy. You can get an instant account. You can get supply credit to turn it into cash credit. So if all your credit is jacked up, let's give you a solution. Let's take away your excuses. I got Billy $51,000. Did that help him a little bit? He now is a corporate millionaire. All right, now I got classes on Fridays and Saturdays. You might want to show up to change your life. But I'm Ray Reynolds, and I got my goodies. You should get your goodies too. And I want you to get to know raisecredit.com. All right, I want you to be a CFO. Your personal life, your business life. Would that be okay? If we get 9 divisions and multiply it as well? So let's understand today. If you want to reach your goals, you need the foundation. And I got my private coaching I do all the time to get people to millionaire to billionaire if you want to play that way too. There's always a solution to play the game to win. All right, coaching. Coaching is very simple. After I blueprint you, you and I are on the phone every week. I'm going to give you a list every week to do. I don't want you to think. I just want you to do what I tell you to do. And then I want to get to $1 million. Is that okay? We get at least $1 million. From there, I got to blueprint you. You understand what that means? We're going to get on the phone, you and me, and hopefully your partner of life as well. We're going to look at your past, present, future, good, bad, and ugly, tax lien, bankruptcy kind of thing. Then we're going to look at your family. We're going to look at corporation and divisions. Then we're going to think about auto income and residual income and basically what? All right, irrevocable trust. See, we got to plan to die if we're going to plan to live. Next thing we have to do is what about the car? How about the house? Auto income. How about we look at cash flow for you per time? I put in my book 47 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3. But once again, a blueprint call, I want both of you, you and your spouse, partner of life on the phone with me. All right, now there's only one plan. Plan A. Plan B is for losers. You're not a loser. Ultimate goal. So it's like when you're basically stepping out there and you're basically trying to get to where you want to go. Here's our biggest problem. We got to understand how to play. Being an entrepreneur, it's not easy to do that. See, you got to realize being an entrepreneur, what happens is you better actually understand you're going to be kind of holding your breath. See, the world's trying to get you down, and maybe your friends and family are going to try to knock you down too. Sorry. You've had a friend and family member kind of rip you off a little bit. All right. So analyzation profile case. All right. Corporation, California instead. All right. Basically charger stations and need 100,000. Well, call the office or understand how to play this way today too. But again, where you incorporate should be where you live because you're not in the profit zone yet, but that's going to be up to you. And that's why I do my class about, setup and corporate setup level 1 as well. So as we do this today, keep in mind, you're going to have to hold your breath. I'm sorry. All right. Some of the people around you are going to rip you off and knock you down. Do you have what it takes? Corporation is chapter 18. Now I was lucky while I was being used and abused, I paid attention. I'm 7.5 years old when I heard a corporation's a legal person. That's what I heard. I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Probably true. I rode my bicycle the next day down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door was a library. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away for 5 minutes. She was rude too. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of his hands, a bug. I ran the bug. I wanted to kick her, but I was nice. You've been reading the book since day one. You're watching TikTok, Google, and Google and all this other stuff, and what? All right, all kinds of fun stuff in YouTube. Good for you. If you don't get a real coach, one that can hold your hand that's done it 1 million times, it's not going to happen. So let's understand. Corporation's illegal what again? I'm in a circle where it says may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that part until I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5 years old. Now, here's what I did. I'm 9.5, went to the library for 2 years, and I sent away $10. California, Secretary of State of California, $10. I got a corporation that came back called Helping Hand. All right, no problem. I got $100,000 credit cards in the mail. See, in the 70s and 80s, they just sent you the card. You didn't have to apply. Is that okay? I got named the movie Day. Damn. But then I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5 years old. Well, that kind of sucks. See, I didn't realize the word Braille belongs to a Braille institution. I had to learn that as well and never bring the pain home. All right, let's do this. Why don't we understand what they said when I was a little boy? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what that meant. They came back and go, blah. See, the grown-ups I thought were stupid when I was a little boy. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. So understand your corporation, if you have one, or I give you one, you pay your filing fee. It's going to be on the Secretary of State's website. When they sue that, they sue you. So you're going to have division process to make sure you protect you and your family. Is that okay? Unless you want to be a duck and a sheep. All right, let's put our ducks in a row. Let's never bring the pain home. That was the ultimate goal, to play the game. Now, it takes a list. Here's our problem. All right, the list, we have to check it twice. We don't know if you've been naughty or nice, doesn't matter. It's a daily list and a weekly list and a project list. Every project you want has steps, rules, and tools. And because I have total recall in most things and IQ of 203, all right, I've created millions and billions. And I create the list for you. And I tell you what to do. Because I want you to get to millionaire at least. I don't want you to think. The more you think, the more you screw it up. It's called think. No, don't think, just do. All right, foolproof. When I was a little kid, I go, I don't want to get married and have kids. All I got is all this bullshit in my life as a kid being used and abused. I made a promise to myself. I promised if I could find a foolproof program, I'd get married and have kids. I couldn't find one, so I developed my own. Is that okay? I got a wife, beautiful wife, 6 kids and 12 grandkids now. So let's understand how to play. I got a program called Raise 360 for homeless people. It's the only solution they've got because what they're doing today is stupid. Affordable housing in Beverly Hills and what Huntington Beach. Talk about stupid people. But again, homeless parks work. Here's Glenn, lived in his car for 3.5 years. Brand new house, brand new trucks, brand new business. Here's basically Freeway Ricky Dickie Ross. He came out of prison. I got him gold and platinum cards unlimited up to $1 million. Here's Thomas. He was in prison for 26 years. I got him to basically brand new dump trucks in 6 months. All right, here's Michael, God rest his soul. From there, we got, basically Arnold. All right, we got Fishbone over here. We got basically Kevin Costner over here. And we got Giovanni for Pixar. And on top of that, what do we got? College professor, Bio University. Oh, don't forget about Superman for Gold's Gym. And from there, Kurt Cobain, God rest his soul too. And she's got her little videos out there as well, making millions a year. See, what happens is most people, all right, don't want to listen. They don't like to be told what to do. Oh, well, what can I say? Look where you're at today. So I helped basically Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels, and I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people too. So what do we get to do? All right. See, what happens is because you don't know how to play and you don't understand how it works, you keep bringing the pain home. Let's understand the biggest mistake you have in your life. You didn't realize you signed an SS5 form for the SSN and 1040, and you got one of those, and we're we the people. You see, what happens on that card you got in your personal wallet today, it says do not laminate, don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes, but you did it anyway. Now, if you didn't do this, that means mommy did it in 71 when Nixon took the gold standard out. Let's compare SS5 to SS4. Here's what it says on line 1. Can you see it in front of you? Legal name of entity, individual person. An individual person. Wow. See, that's how we get to understand. All right, the only form they ever created for banking and credit purposes was the SS4. You decided to be a duck and a sheep. So if you want to be a crook and not file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did for 3 years and $18 million later, ruined his life and his career. Or you can go and write down irs.gov and 1244. Write it down now. See, what happens is you and the corporation are allowed to file what's called single filing. All right, you can file one corporation for you and the corporation, and I'll set tax and not almost pay no tax to $3 to $5 million. Isn't that the goal? Pay as much tax as we have to. But again, here's Richard. He didn't listen either. Richard's problem was very simple. He won Survivor the first show. He got $1 million check. He almost died twice running around naked anyway. His tax attorney says flat out, you keep $375, the rest goes to the IRS. I said reference 3 times 5. All right, try to make it to $15 million. He don't listen to anybody. What did he do? He pissed it all away. 10 years probation after going and serving 3.5 years in federal prison. And he violated that too. See, the lack of knowledge is what makes people do stupid things. All right, you got to plan your problem. You allowed your friend and family member to rip you off. You read all these books and all the things they do, and you watch all this coaching BS, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is we're going to look at the United States of America Incorporated. Can you imagine? They got 50 corporations. There are 50 states and then cities. They wanted to make sure in case they have an oh shit day, they invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy, by the way. See, it's called We the People. You forgot that, didn't you? You can stop bringing the pain home starting today if you want to. So we're going to write down division of me. Can you write it down? So that means on line 1, I can put your name, corporation, division, or subsidiary right there. I can build you $1 million of cash credit. We're going to basically write down 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions. Write it down. See, I had to have a problem and I had to have a solution, and that's just been me. See, 15 years ago, July 5th, all right, 2009, I died in a coma and got to come back. We took out one of my yachts in my backyard. Someone had a virus. So I always had my backup for a backup. 3 divisions of me. And that's the goal, 3 divisions of me. See, you gave yourself one chance. All right, I filed bankruptcy in 2011, didn't show up on my credit files because they were harassing me on the phone. Again, they stole all my goodies. So what did I get to do? I rebuilt a file. All right, I got $1 million of credit in 6 weeks on the large closet divisions. Bought my wife her next dream house. Why do people stay down when they don't have to? So let's understand today, division of me. Here's one of the Lamborghinis part of the collection. Okay, here's the keys. Bum, 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 bum. This Lamborghini was purchased as a division of a corporation, but then I guaranteed it as a division of me. If I keep my apartment complexes, my shopping centers, my basically, Shakey's Pizzas, 31 flavors, all my goodies, and I got a bad piece like this car, I'm going to do the 3-step. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and put it over here. Now, what am I going to do? If I can't save it, all right, within 6 months, I'm going to use the Federal Protection Act and bankrupt the hell out of it and throw it away. Like Bank of America is doing another 400 locations doing that today. So your choice is to learn to play. When you basically sign a lease of a building, it's a division. And every property needs to be a division too. So understand how to receive money of the S is for. No taxes due to you, you're profitable. All right, now here's the fun thing under the Fair Lending Act. One card can be 99 friggin' more. See, you're not winning the lottery. You're not getting a big enough damn raise. And you've been stealing from your family, bringing the pain home for so long, it's ridiculous. Why don't we build corporate cash credit and write it all off? So that way you have a fighting chance. And then if you do everything under the division, if you screw up one, go get another one. No intent to defraud, by the way. So we get to play my way for a while. Now, when I was training Yarborough, TRW became Experian, and I set up some dashboards. Do you know that TransUnion only copied Experian? So did Equifax. They're a bunch of damn copycats, in my opinion. So we created the dashboards. It's kind of fun. Corporation and tax ID. Now, here's Mary. Mary's nice. Mary's problem is she came to me after she screwed it up, like most of you. Mary turns around. She's an Ivy Leaguer for Apple Computer, $250,000 a year, married to 3rd grade sweetheart. Okay, goody. She gives $10,000 to the attorney. He looks at a lease because she wants to start a restaurant. $5,000 to the CPA tax attorney. She uses $98,000 of her personal credit, calls them on the phone. What did I do? What are the responses? They don't know diddly squat. All right, that's why they're practicing law in the first place. They haven't got it right yet. Mary's restaurant filed bankruptcy because that idiot attorney had her guarantee it. That's called stupid. The restaurant should have been a division and guaranteed as a division so it wouldn't hurt Mary. But Mary's restaurant failed and filed bankruptcy, and she ended up filing personal bankruptcy. She lost her home and her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. He says, honey, I didn't sign up for that. So the reality is most people come see me after they screw it up, and I don't understand that. I've been teaching or preaching for 47 years. It's like, where the hell you been? So understand to stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay? All right. Now understand, if you have a corporation today, look it up on Secretary of State's website. You'll find your corp and your name. Did you use your home address? And that's what you did. Then they sell you in the national mailing list, which is the stupidest thing you ever could do. Should have been a mailbox, etc., shared office space. All right, let's do this. Let's put our ducks in a row and make sure we set it up the right way in the first place. Because right now, when they sue that corp, they sue you, and that sucks. You like bringing the pain home? That sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense? So that way, if we ever have a problem, it's a division, not the corp and the family. Wouldn't that make more sense? Using some common sense too. Now, here's a $100 million building, a $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, and $1 million race book I obtained. Why haven't you? Turn these up today. Oh, there's one of the $5 million mansions. Okay. All right. Let's write down credit, loan, and money. Come on, credit, loan, and money. If I help you build corporate credit and you turn it around loans and you get some money, is that okay? See, a corporation should never do business. It should manage entities. Division for franchise, division for apartment complex. What is our goal? 10,000 to 100,000 a month. That's the ultimate goal. All right. So flippity dippity doos. Here's my problem. All right. When I was 21, I realized that the buyer's a liar, the agent and the broker too. Contractors hire the subcontractor outside Home Depot. And every time they sign the contract, they're trying to cut corners and screw me out of money. Hey, that's just the truth, by the way. So what do I get to do? Well, at 21, I decided to be the bank. I even wrote a book, How to Become the Bank. Is that okay? I sold my first car, took a deposit, and I let my division carry the paper. $413 a month for 7 years. I sold a house. I got $1,200 in that too. I wanted to be the bank. So that's just $1,200 a month for 30 years. See, your problem is still you. Why don't you learn to dissect pieces? Or like an apartment complex. How about we do based on assignment of asset, assignment of mortgage? When I developed the real estate system for my billionaire clients, because I invented Homestead, Blocker, UCC1, Chattel Mortgage, how about my financial system? All right, for them as well. I sold these seats for $10,000 a piece. Why? It's simple. Become the bank, buckets, money, tax balancing. How about the assignment of an asset? We get to play my way for a while. Let's make you a money-making machine. Let's think about supply and vendor money, OPM money, Dun & Bradstreet, supply and vendor credit. What do we get to do? All right, selling Amazon and eBay. Ooh, goody. So let's understand. Here's the $500 million of goodies I obtained. Is that okay? Would you like some goodies too? God's gift, mansions in the harbor, having properties in all 5 islands, kind of fun, and the real estate. And what do we have? The yachts and the race boat saying RayReynoldsUniversity.com. How about the Duffy? I took the wife to Captain Jackson Friday night with all the time. See, I like the $100 million building and the Lamborghini too. Keep in mind, getting a bunch of goodies. The building, the Lamborghini, even the helicopter. So here's me, 1981. I guess white men can jump and stupid people say we don't. I hit my head that night. See, if you can touch it, you can kick it. The Guinness Book of Records basically came out too and gave me a bad time. Do you know, I realized one thing when I researched my family? My grandpa is Richard Bishop. He won the Olympics in 1932. They called him Coach Bishop. They even did a movie after him too. Maybe that's why I kicked the door jam at 10 and then the basketball hoop at 14. Whee! At T. Winkle Junior High. It was fun. But again, Guinness Book of Records guy pissed me off, so I kicked out the lights. Hell, that was only 13 feet. So guess what you can do? You can accomplish your goals if you want to. When you hear no, you accept no. See, no doesn't mean no. That means they don't know how. In the back of my mind, they're stupid. They didn't learn how, so they always say no. So let's take that 1,000 steps to get to millionaire. The Millionaire's Founders Kit. All right, every step of the way. Don't worry. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night for $5,000 a set. There you go. Let's stop treading water and playing it safe. Here's another list. Write it down. Check it twice. It's very simple. These are must-haves. Corporation. We need a 750 score personally. We need a corporation divisions. We need checkbook money. We need basically, all right, from here, all right, line of credit as well up to $1 million. And now we need supply and vendor money. See, these are 5 things you must have if you want to accomplish your goal. But again, these are must-haves. Everything to me is rules, tools, and steps. Now you got a corporational goodie for you. How much cash cut do you got? You just did the cash report. Why not? I'll do it for you. So if you have a corp, I'll build the one you got. If not, I'll give you one for free. You just pay your filing fee. You'll stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, and I'll repackage you like I like to do and call you Humpty Dumpty. Would that be okay if we do it my way for a while? See, at your age, your way sucks. You should have got there. Now, this is just millionaires and billionaires again, rich and famous people, less and better than you. What did you do? Simple. You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family, said, honey, we're going to start a business and jack up our cars, drop our score, get stuck, hawk our house, can't get any more, and made it stupid. Isn't that what you did? Hey, tell the truth. So the bottom line is you can learn to stop bringing the pain home. Never bring the pain home again. But guess what we get to do right down today's date? I want to look at 90 days, see what we get you from there. We get to play. And winning the game of business, hell, I wrote that 47 years ago from my company called Repackaging America. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow for your time. There's that old shit day I had 15 years ago. Could you imagine? All right, to the corporate structure, $3.7 billion friggin' dollars. We take a yacht in the backyard, one of my 3, to watch the fireworks, and someone had a virus and I get to die? Well, that kind of sucks. So what happens, my wife calls the office and tells him he's going to come, he's going to die. Ron goes to steal my books and CDs at U-Haul truck. Tom sells my websites and my phone numbers on a porn site. Highest bidder. Ever call the phone number on the CDs? So my point is very simple. All right, look at the people around you. Please understand they're going to screw you over, some of them. Plus, what we get to do. The Millionaires Founders Kit. That means you can get a copy of the 12 books and CDs if you want to. You call the office. All right, and it's $499. If you did it during the broadcast with me, it's $299, and it's a Zelle. Take a picture of Zelle. Like I said earlier today, the banks got together and bought Zelle on July 6, 2022. Why? Because they don't want a location. That's why B of A is shutting down another 400 locations. That's right. So you can Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. You see, starting a business, you don't know if your friends and family are going to knock you down or catch you. Hold your breath. What I do every morning, I give it 225. I look in the mirror after I say, thank you, Jesus, for yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forgiveness too. In Jesus' name, amen. I go look in the mirror. I put myself in check. See, I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy to help me to get past go. You're going to tell your friends and family an idea. Oh, you have. Goody. What they're going to do is interrupt you every time. They're going to tell you how to do something they've not done themselves. They're going to cloud your direction. Won't that be fun? See, understand, July 4th, 2009, one of my yachts in the backyard. I get to go in a coma. Someone had a virus. I get to hear someone check my wife to sign a POA. And the nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. All right, but then I got a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. Is that okay? Oh, guess what I got to do? Move 24 times to the time I'm 11 and a half years old with a lot of shitty people. I've been shot and knifed as well. My feeling sorry for myself is 3 seconds. I'll give you 3 minutes. Is that okay? There you go. Now, basically, I've had an oh shit day. Have you ever had an oh shit day? I lost my job. Oh shit. My credit report sucks. Oh shit. My wife lost her cell phone. Oh shit. Oh, somebody, my little helper in the car, tell me how to drive. We can't forget that. Oh, I got a flat tire. All right, I messed it up again. Oh, I need the money today, not tomorrow. Oh shit. We get to play. There's my biggest oh shit day 15 years ago. On July 4th, my client sent me this. Stay away from boats and fireworks. Yeah, no shit. Okay. I got a book coming out. Bullshit doesn't pay your bills. All right. The bottom line is debt consolidation. Come on. It's not like it was when he had consumer credit counseling years ago and all the credit bureaus, my company. Debt consolidation today doesn't work. And then don't worry about the bankruptcy. You didn't see your record, so it showed up on your file because you didn't listen to basically what's called setting it up from the court and blocking it, what you could have done. All right, basically it's up to you. See, how you do things, you have to ask some more questions. Oh, well, as we play this game today, I think you're stuck. I'd like to get you past go. How about we get some Lamborghinis, Duffy? How about a mansion? How about white men do jump? Stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. How about we play from there? And guess what we get? Race boats, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and some Ferraris. I call it Ray's Rules. Would you like to play yet? We can play my way for a while. But I named my blueprint, See It, Believe It, Go Get It, when I was 9.5 years old at the library. All right, I wanted to create it, and I wanted to call it something. See it, believe it, go get it. That's what I named it. It's pretty simple to do. How we play the game to win. Now, I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell you, credit repair, in my opinion, is fraud. I don't have a magic wand. The Federal Trade Commission says it's fraud. They can't collect money up front. All right, I guess they're kind of right, too. How about the Credit Organization Act? Why don't we take a moment later today and Google Section 611 and find out what we can actually do? You see, if you have a collection account that's hitting your file again and again and again, not going away, there's 5 ways to kill a debt. You might have to man up, woman up, negotiate a debt or two. In other words, not rip off your creditor and being a crook. Now, if we can negotiate a debt, then we look at the 25-29% rule and we do the rapid refresh. What do we get to do? Get to a 750 score. I call it the KISS method, by the way. We can play my way if you like, 25 steps today. Let's get all the goodies and we get to play. What do? We look into it, Credit Karma. They bought basically Credit Karma on December 3rd, 2020. They were being indicted anyway a couple of times. Heck, I was suing them too. They kept saying 42%. That was wrong. So it's been 25 to 29% rule. Very simple to do. Now, LifeLock, all I can do is tell you to be careful. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. Please be careful. So if you're going to understand, we've got to analyze your credit right away. That's why I can tell you exactly what I need you to do and what I'm going to do for you too. We have to analyze. If you do what you're told to do through the analyzation that I do on Friday or Saturday, all right, I can get you to 750 if you do what you're told to do. But once again, I'm going to analyze you personally myself. I look at every case file. So here's your SS5 you didn't pay attention to. Now, what do we get to do? The SS5 equals 1040 tax return. Now, understand that number in your pocket, personal wallet today, Social Security card says not a laminate, don't carry with you, and don't use for ID purposes. So what did you do? Well, the reality is the SSN was for the 1040 tax return. When you got your first paycheck a long time ago, what did they do? Where's my money? And you asked where you worked, where's my money? What did they do? Sorry, the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, that's what makes us ducks and sheep, because we didn't bother to check it out and understand how it works. You like being a duck and sheep? I hope not. So we can repackage you in every step of the way. And then you look at irs.gov and 1244. Then we look at SS5 and SS what? N and SS4 right in front of you too. Legal name of entity or individual person. So we could actually play the game, understand how the banks file bankruptcy and the cities and grocery stores and stay in business. We don't have to bring the pain home in the first place, being silly and dumb. So understand that's the only form that they ever created. Looks for banking and credit purposes per entity. So you could play the game to win. Okay. My dashboards were pretty simple in the 70s. I created the dashboards and sent up instant credit reports. Well, I can take a person, a corporation, a division, and set up a credit file right away. We're getting ready to put the books in all the high schools with the CD, a little memory stick, and we're going to set up their credit files for free and give them the rules and tools, which you forgot to do in the first place, which you're barely learning today. So the SSN, guess what we get to do? We get to play my way for a while. All right, so understand today. I did in 92, I put the dashboards out for more companies to use it, not abuse it. A corporation should do 4 things, that's it. This means simple. We're going to buffer tax when taxes due till we're profitable. We're going to get corporate credit because hell, it's all the damn write-off and you're not getting a raise and winning the lottery today. So we got to finance itself and write it all off and not steal it from the family, which is kind of stupid. From there, cars fleet price. All right, get to stay at the whole hotel and get the free buffet. The divisions are simple. It's a line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate. Every entity. See, what we need to do is build a line of defense because the world wants to kick our assets and always have no shit day. What do we get to do? Corporate umbrella. Debt follows tax ID, but builds credit reports too. So we can play my way for a while because I think your way sucks. Okay. I'm going to guarantee everything I say I can do 100%. But this means you have to be part of the program. If you violate the 2 rules about applying for credit and basically jacking up your cards and blaming on me, no thank you. In other words, I do rapid refresh for everybody for free in the beginning. If you screw up this program, you're paying the next one. If you don't like it, too bad, or I shut your case down. I need you to be responsible. So guess what? I got a radio and TV show coming up this next year. So I'll go nationwide too. Now, if you got an open collection account, remember there's 5 ways to kill a debt. From there, if you got an IRS problem, they have a form called 656 of 433 A and B, solving the problem to rebuild you, like Humpty Dumpty, step 3. So let's understand that 750 that you're wanting today. Let's analyze you right away. Let's put you in a rapid refresh. Let's build your score from a 510 to a 757. And let's build you up and away like I did her. $1 million of credit after I did the rapid rescore. Pretty simple. She had no green lights in the beginning. Nice couple. They went to a bankruptcy attorney and they sold him a bankruptcy. What do you think they're going to sell you? A pickle. So the reality, here's $500. Oh, there's 11 collection accounts. Here's a collection account. Here's $3,000 to start you out, and let's balance your debt some more. So understand, rapid rescore blocks bad credit, pushes scores up and away, and creates what I call green lights. All right, if you're not in any program yet, maybe you want us to do a rapid rescore for you. You can go to class Friday or Saturday. Let's target a 750 score. I'm going to charge you $999, but I'm going to give you money back to the corporate credit card or the personal card, $1,000. So now you're reimbursed. If you do what you're told to do and use Ray's rules, I'm going to change that to $499, give you a $500 bonus card. And you're going to maintain $750 from now on. Got it so far? Now, it's a Zell, simple to do. As we play maybe a starter program, maybe I'll put you in level 1 and set up on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what I'll do is rebuild you, corporation and you. I'm going to charge you $999, give you $5,000 of credit back to you, 5 times your investment. How about $24.99, give you $25,000? 5 times the investment back to you. Analyze, add history, and pop credit right away. If you want that package, it's pretty simple to do. You Zell. Right there, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. All you got to do from there, you can call 800-254-9506. There it is in front of you. 800-254-9506. If you use a credit card, they will charge you 5% more. From there, I need you to do some work. Can you write down 888-567-8688? See, they sell the national mailing list 412 times a year. You have a capable, you have a corporation, goodie for you. Here's your problem. All right. You're getting robocalls and junk mail because you started it yourself. Why don't you call that phone number I gave you earlier and opt out 5 years or a lifetime? Number's right in front of you. That's all you got to do. See, I want to rebuild your whole life. That's the ultimate goal. All right, let's play. Let's understand today what we get to do some more. We get to plan the problem. Your friend and family member probably ripped you off. You spent thousands on crap that didn't work. Why don't we create a line of defense and safety credit? What do we understand? Flat out, when I drew the first one of these years ago, it's 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That's the ultimate goal. So if we do this correct way and understand how to balance our score so we can get some more and not bring the pain home. All cards fluctuate and go up and down based on utilization. 25-29% rule always. These cards don't fluctuate. All right, the ultimate goal. So we can build gold and platinum cards up and away, unlimited to $1 million. And that's the emergency card. So you don't let your score go down ever again. You can maintain 750 forever if you want to. I don't want you to screw up my program, by the way. So guess what we get to do? Pretty simple. All right, you lose your job, have an emergency, what happens? You tend to jack up your credit in 42 days and drop your score, can't get any more. Should have asked them to increase it before you jacked it up. So it's like on this card in my hand, it's $5,000. You tell your friends and family members in the bank, I need some help, I need $5,000. They tell you no. You shouldn't have told them no. You shouldn't have told them I need it, just want to get it. See, the average person wastes $50 every other day. All right, that's about $140 a week. If I take corporate credit today and I finance a pizza restaurant, my payment is $600 a month, $612.26. So what I would average kind of personally piss away in a given month, I could have financed a pizza restaurant, wrote it off, and I had a drive-through during the pandemic. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. I need you to write down you're willing to sacrifice a division, not your corporate, your family. Write it down again and again. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my corporation and not my family. There's your blueprint, by the way. Very simple. What are you going to do? Raise rules. All right. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. That's the ultimate goal. All right. Now you can verify the address and check it out, find out I'm not fully, you know what? There I got to die. Kind of sucks. All right, my old shit day 15 years ago. All right, my first coma, I was 5.5 years old. I hit my face as the break, Delane Street. But again, I was crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last one I got to be worked on, the difference is I got to die and come back and help you. See, the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So if you let me rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty, that would be the ultimate goal. Coaching programs are kind of fun. Checkbook money, they're going to give you money up to $150 in your corporate bank account. Bill will do in 45 days. You might want to bridge loan it or put it into escrow. Pretty simple. Money needs to move. As we play, don't forget the corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued today. So let's draw this diagram one more time. Corporation like Bank of America bankrupt in 8,000 locations by the end of the year. It's a corp owning a corp. That's what they got to do. Now we draw it my way. It's a corporation and a division process. So I can get as many divisions as I need to. Why would I bring the pain home? See, the lack of knowledge is what makes people do stupid things. You're not stupid, but I think you've been following stupid, by the way. This is pathetic. Although it's my job, I got kids to feed. Man up, drive an Uber, Lyft, have a garage sale, knock this crap off. Go to the church for the food. Hey, I came out of a coma after losing 3.7 billion structure. What do I get to do? Sell the wedding ring, Rolex, necklace, bracelet, 16,400. What did I do next? I took my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions. I built another $1 million of credit. Bought my wife an extreme house. There's no reason anybody stays down unless they choose to. So we get to play my way for a while because being in a coma, losing everything, I stole it all, that kind of sucks. You could play, but you're going to need your 3 divisions of you and 3 and 5 closet divisions too. All right, we'll play my way for a while. Every entity is allowed to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, cash and supply credit. So what am I willing to lose? I'm building the line of defense. I'm willing to lose the division, the corp never, and my family never. So what do we get to do? All right, I'm going to protect the corporation and my family. If you give me and let me get the tax ID for you, I'll build you a cash report, Experian, Transit, and Equifax on my dashboards. Pretty simple. And then we're going to look at checkbook money. So those dashboards are pretty important to me, should be for you, because I can build you a credit file right away, like I'm going to do for everybody in high school today. We get to play my way for a while, because I think your way what? Sucks. So I started to do this in 92 for the world too. As we play, don't forget Experian. All right, TOW became Experian. All the other ones did is copy it. That's all they got to do. So what do? Tax ID, cash credit. There's the goal. So if you want to play, I want to show you what I had to do in 96 and 97. I had $53 million of credit cards, and they're shrinking my limits. So if I had to loan out the money, I can maintain the credit. So that's how I created cash flow for your time. So you could actually decide how much you want to loan out and create an income. My division process, like in buckets of money. What did I do? It took me 41 divisions, 18 months to create 190,000 a month. And that's what I had to do. But it saved the credit, and the assets behind that were actually $1.1 billion. Notes become money too. That was kind of fun. So you have the ability to change your life if you want to. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. Look at your corp today. Put your ducks in a row. Because when they sue that corp right now, I believe they're going to sue you, and that sucks. So we should create a line of defense so we can not bring the pain home again. So the bottom line is, let's say you wanted 25,000 of credit today. It's pretty simple. The office is going to charge you $2,500, 10%. If you did it during the broadcast with me, it's discounted $1,875. All right, today, now, $50,000, usually $5,000, discounted to, all right, $3,750. 100,000, usually 10. Today is discounted to $7,500. You save $2,500 today because you did it on the raw webinar with me. Okay, there's your Zelle bank transfer deposit. All right, now credit cards under the Fair Lending Act created another program because I wanted to. I call it daisy chaining of credit, up to $2.5 million of credit. So a division is very simple. I have to set up history. All right, set up the TRW, Spear Tron Jr. Equifax, Spear not TRW, $2,000, tax ID bills, credit reports. Then I'm going to daisy chain the credit with you for you, and then we're going to make sure we get per division. They're each $499, 3 for $14.97. If they're done now, right now, 3 for $9.99, 9 for $24.99. There's the ultimate goal. It's a zell. As we play these goodies for divisions too, I don't want to have anything in the corp in my name, so I got to go to the Love Ride with Neil Diamond a couple times too. All right, we get to play with $500,000 of goodies, if not a couple more. All right, $500 million, by the way. So if you got a problem, collection problem, think about what you need to do to kill the debt. From there, you have an IRS problem. There's a way to solve the problem too. They have a program. They even have a form called 656-430 the A and B. So set up an IRS website, please. Or you need an account to watch your tax returns and know what they see about you. That's what I would suggest you to do. From there, one of your creditors might send you a 4506T or C form. They want to make sure you're not using a CPM. So if you want a bunch of goodies, you let us know. I think you should have $1 million of credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money. I think you should let us rebuild you here and then get to 160 green cards times 9. All right, the B of A times 9, Wells Fargo times 9, the Inc. times 9, the gold times 9, up to $5 million. Then we go ask the bank. We want the bank to give us a line of credit up to 150. Their main requirement is you're a 2-year corporation. These are my favorite banks to get lines of credit. I call checkbook money. All right, but again, that's up to $5.4 million on projections of the divisions, and that's what you get to do. But again, it's up to you. I just think you should build as much as you can to finance the American dream and write it off too. Buckets of money. So I got specialty classes on Saturday in the morning as well. They're in rotation. This weekend will be daisy chaining. So the goal should be, because you're not winning the lottery, getting in basically a raise big enough, you take the corporate credit I build you, and you buy your lifetime income because borrow money is not taxable. And you buy a franchise in real estate. There's the goal, to have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. There's basically how we have to have fun, and never bring the pain home. All right, let's pretend I gave you a check for $1 million. Hypothetically, of course. What would you do with it? Buy a house and car. Stop. You should have referenced 3 times 5 and turned it into $15 million of credit. That's what you should have done. Let's think you won the lottery, and we get to win the game, to play the game as well. So the lottery, what do you get to do? You put the money in the division of you, sit down with the bank, ask them to borrow against it. Borrow money is not taxable. That's why you can play the game to win and turn it into $100 million. 11 cities filed bankruptcy. Why? Because they had a no shit day. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You could have did the same thing, but you didn't pay attention. You never paid attention while you're ducking sheep. All right, bankruptcy. Why don't we Google bankruptcy today and find out the only thing that can be filed bankruptcy is a person or corp division or subsidiary. In other words, who wants to be the duck the next time? Planning the problem. We're going to build you up to $1 million of credit if you allow us to. Learning how to play the game, you have to be part of the program too. Beat your doubt, run your race, get the hell out of my way while I repackage you my way. Because that's what really works. Getting past go. I think you're stuck. The mansion in the harbor, the race boats, the helicopters, the Lamborghini, the building too. Now the next, I need you to do some more work. That's right. I want you to write down driver's license, insurance, registration. I want them changed today to a P.O. box, a mail-in address. As highly intelligent as you are, the last time you got pulled over or in a bumpity bump, you gave that information with your home address on it. I call that silly and dumb. All right, let's play. You buy a car, you get sweated for 5 hours, lose $20,000 and 9 inquiries too. On that piece of paper there, you gave them permission to run your credit. You should have allowed 1 inquiry only and took a picture of it. Now, all cars from now on, All right, so you don't bring the pain home, or fleet price tax ID division, because you can write it all off. It's not a part of the write-off. You get write off anyway. But the duck is the registered owner, which is the division, not you. You buy a house, never put two people on the loan, makes no sense. A woman wants to be on the irrevocable trust. A man wants to be on the loan. Lose house and a car, what do you get? Shitty credit. They report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you brought the pen home twice. So if we have the registered owner as a division, we can basically make sure they get diddly squat when they try to sue us and screw us up. I think we should protect our ass heads and never bring the pain home. All right. Every property you get should be a division, because my crystal ball doesn't work. I don't know which one's going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion. Your house payment is all set by your house payment. It's all set for your income. Your house payment all set that. It's all interest anyway. So the first $10 billion they paid no tax, and now they're doing trillion. And how much do they pay now? So we could play the game the same way if we paid attention. There's no loophole, and they're allowed to do what they're allowed to do. So even him, he bought Twitter with the 3 banks gave him lines of credit for 44 billion. Now we got X marks the spot. He's got his spaceship, so do the other 2 guys. So we could actually play the game to win, if you want to join the club, that is. So there's step 15. So run your life through a corporation in conjunction. That's what I tell you to do. From there, what do we do? Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck is taxable income, is it not? You're paying the car payment, gas registration, insurance, which you could have paid through the corporation and wrote it all off. But again, drive a company car like I do. It would make more sense and write it off and have some fun too. Step number 17. Why don't we go get an SS4 form today? Go to irs.gov. Find out it says banking and credit purposes right there in your face. You could have your cake and eat it too if you want to. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You decided to do that. Now, Mom was standing there ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, 1971. She had to sign the SS5 form for the baby. The baby can't go home. So what do we get to do? We get to play the game to win, the ultimate goal. So it's like a house. If you have a house, it's called escrow closed homestead trust. They sue you, they come screw you up. All right, you die, you get stuck in a probate, you found they got diddly squat. That kind of sucks too. You hire the contractor that hires the subcontractor, stands outside Home Depot, and all they want to do is kind of rip you off a little bit too. So why don't we play? So no matter what happens, it's a division process. And at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Why not? Let's look at irrevocable trust. So you could play the game to win. That was the goal when I wrote the first series too. All right. Now, if you watch Wesley Snipes, he went to prison for 3.5 years. $18 million later, he ruined his life. So in other words, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. It would not make any sense at all. So again, but it's up to you as we play that step number 20. If you want to buy at wholesale price, that's step 21, called blackjack. You save up to 70%. You close an escrow, you leverage it by 3 times 5. That can be up to $15 million. You can actually play the game to win. Checkmate. All right, number 21, blackjack. I like blackjack, don't you? So if we play, there's my ultimate goal, was my Raven Rouge University, my 22,000 square foot building, all right, in 2009. But I got to die and go and come back, be homeless and rebuild it again. So I call it see it, believe it, go get it. You might want to write that down and master that too. Your time, I'm sorry, you don't have your time. I think your time has you. So if you're going to be an entrepreneur, understand you better feel like you're falling off the cliff or you're not pushing it hard enough. All right, you have what it takes. Next thing is we play. Coaching programs are pretty simple. You're stuck with me. All right, extra offers as well. So I want you to be a corporate millionaire. I want you to play and win the game of business. So here's the blueprint call, hopefully with your spouse. All right, 1 hour for both of you, stuck with me. Normally a blueprint is going to take about an hour. They're actually cost $9.99. Very simple to do. From here, I want you to take a picture again. These are the type of businesses I would help you get into, but it's up to you. Locations are pretty simple. I have a location system. So we'll show you 3 locations before I purchase them. Now understand, I want boring. I'm going to take 40,000 off of a card, go buy a laundromat or a dry cleaner or a basic storage unit. No, it's a laundromat. It's a dry cleaner. It's a Wendy's, maybe. From there, the 100,000, I got to figure out if it's a storage unit. Apartment complex depends on the type of loan. So what do I want? Something I can basically run by itself and own it and not run it. When you get stuck in the expo, I think you're stuck because you don't know which way to turn. From there, let's own it, let's not run it. That would be the ultimate goal. So if you want to start basically what I call the beginners program, it's 6 weeks of coaching. It's a blueprint call. You get 25,000 credit and you expedite the rapid and all workshops, level 1, 2, 3 and specialty class for 6 weeks. All right, it is usually $12,000. Today it is $4,999. If you pay in full, you get the 25,000 of credit. If you don't pay in full, you make payment, you can do that too, but you don't get any credit to it. You can call 800-254-9506. It's a Zelle. Simple to do. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Okay. How about we look at real estate still, franchise and storage units. Let's line it up because the IRS says 5 million below is small company. Let's go get to 5 million. What do we get to do? Fight like hell to get to the escrow. It's not easy. Corporation's a legal what? Person may sue or be sued. Remember, I asked you to draw this earlier today. The corporation owning a corporation. From there, a corporation owning divisions would make more sense. I designed that basically in 85, 86. So the line of defense, the ability to understand, I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my family or my corporation. And you've been sacrificing you long enough, don't you think? So all of a sudden today, I finally got a family. Corporations, I don't want them to go bad either. So a division process is simple. That's how you have your cake and eat it too. And everybody gets checkmate. The ability to play the game to win. So here's that $1 million, all right, Lamborghini in a $100 million building. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Kind of fun, millionaires do corporations and divisions, and I train you to be the certified CFO. Winning the game of business, like I did years ago too. So what do we do? Number one, if you have joint credit, get rid of it. From there, buy a house, escrow, some said trust. Corporations are free. I'll hand them to you. All you pay is a filing fee. Pretty simple to do. Divisions, you have real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. I always try to give credit to every package somebody does. The ultimate goal. So what you invest, don't worry, I'll probably give it to 10 times your money back. Anyway, I'm going to take away your excuses. You've tried all your life to get there. I'm going to hold your hand to get you there. It's pretty simple. But again, that's step 24. Become a certified CFO. Now, if all you want from me is get you a 750, I'll do that. Pretty simple. Analyze, rapid rescore, add history, pop credit, put you in class Friday or Saturday. Usually $999, 5,000 or 1,000 card back to you. We're going to basically do very simple. We're going to change that to $499 and a bonus card for $500. And then we're going to basically make sure you understand the rules and tools and maintain a 750 score. It's a Zelle. Rebuild you, starter package for corporation, level 1 and setup on Saturday at 10:30 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, $999, 5,000 of credit back, $24.99, 25,000 of credit. Let's analyze, add history, and let's spot credit as soon as possible. The ultimate goal. And all you have to do is Zelle. Simple to do. Referrals, we build more credit for you, or we pay you 10%. The ultimate goal. If you want to give me a list of referrals, I'll make sure you get credit for each one of those too. Remember, corporations owning corporation, corporation owning division. This way you're a duck and a sheep, this way you're not. Think of the banks, the grocery stores, and the cities, and the Geicos and what needs to be done. The goal is to repackage you, stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and obtain the American dream. Look beyond that curtain every time, please. If you don't understand how it works. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, It's pretty simple. We got to follow through. He gave us the rules and tools, and all we have to do is follow through and get the American dream. Now, you can Zell now, or call 800-254-9506. Understand how to play the game to win. That is our ultimate goal today. My name is Ray Reynolds. I am the Godfather of Credit, and I want to change your life. And all you have to do is understand one thing. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.